All right. Here we go. We should be live here. There we go. Cool, we're live. Telegram. Pingu charts. There we go. All right. All right. I will wait for everyone to join. And of course, let me know if you guys can hear me. Welcome, Shah. Welcome. You're the first one in here. Can you hear me loud and clear, Shah? Are you good to go? Awesome. Awesome. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and start. Like I said, it's going to be a good session. Quite a good session. And there's a lot to talk about in this session. So starting off, we'll go with Ethereum. That's the one that I pulled up on my chart. So we'll go ahead with that. So on Ethereum, right now, we are in a very, very key area. You can see from previous price analysis. Now, remember my tinfoil hat moment I gave you guys in Telegram for those of you that weren't part of Telegram. But basically, I mentioned that Ethereum is in an inverse bar formation on the daily structure. If, of course, Ethereum ends up breaking above this zone right here at 2866, our first take profit level overall is going to be around the $3,300 region. A lot of people, of course, were saying that that will probably never happen. But just like I explained to them during the downfall, is just as fast as Ethereum came down to around the $2,100 range. Because of that, there is a ton of liquidity trapped within this range. And you can see that Ethereum, just like it came down, it went up within the past few days the same way. So when people say, oh, Ethereum's oversold or Ethereum's not worth it right now, that's what I'm trying to explain to you is you have to understand that when Ethereum does end up waking up, which of course it did, it happens within a few days where you see a massive squeeze opportunity. Now, of course, we are trading near the wick highs of the previous price analysis, right? You can see that we ended up hitting 33.66 perfectly, which of course I mentioned in Telegram. That most likely is the first area that we want to watch. And of course, if we end up breaking above that zone, then the next take profit level is going to be at 3,500. There's a few things that we have to understand though. Number one, Bitcoin's trading at $87,000. That is massive. That is insane to think about. And the fact that Ethereum has still not yet hit all-time high, this is where things get very interesting. If you're looking at Ethereum right now on the daily structure, you will notice that Ethereum on the all-time high at 4,000 has hit that level twice. This would become the third test opportunity, and usually on the third test, we tend to see a massive breakout formation. This is why I'm telling you guys to pay attention to Ethereum. If Bitcoin continues to rally, all you really realistically need to do is on the 4-hour time frames, if you're still struggling with understanding where to long, just pay attention to the wick highs. So now, for example, on this current setup you guys saw, we ended up hitting our 9 exponential moving average. We closed above that zone. All you really had to do was just pay attention to this wick high here at around 32.34. Level structure ended up breaking. You enter a long position. Of course, it's going to be volatile. We're going to see volatility, yes, but the overall trend on Ethereum is still bullish. So as long as you are not shorting, you should come out in profit regardless. And this is where leverage, of course, has to be smart, right? That when I say be smart, I genuinely mean don't open a 30, 40, 50x leverage position, because if you can't survive the drawdown that's going to happen, or even, of course, the volatility, then you're pretty much setting yourself up for failure. So you are much better off just opening for 10, maybe 13, 14, 15x leverage if you're scalping in and out of the market, and then deciding of which way you want to go after that. Now, the question, of course, becomes is, Pingu, how do I know when to close a trade? How do I know how much profit is enough? So I'm going to give you guys a good example. Remember that whale in the Telegram that did 5,000, and within the past few days, he's up at 80,000 now? His trading strategy isn't anything special. It's exactly what I've taught, but what he does instead is he actually ends up holding some positions, right? So if he catches a very good entry, so if, of course, down here on Ethereum, if he caught the 20 exponential moving average, all you do is pay attention to Bitcoin. As Bitcoin rallies, you know that Ethereum is going to rally sooner or later. You end up holding that position regardless of wick highs. As the wick highs break, he just simply continues looking for that position because, again, the market structure is in his favor. That's one way of trading. When I give you guys these levels, you can either scalp or, of course, if you really want to, look for the swing position. Me, personally, I am not going to swing in this range because, again, if I was swinging, and I gave this example to you guys last time as well, if I was swinging at $3,200 Ethereum, you can see that Ethereum in one 4-hour candlestick dropped to $30.60. That's about a $150 drop on Ethereum, regardless of which leverage you're on. That's a massive drop. And that's why you have to be very careful. You don't necessarily want to get caught out on a swing position near the highs, but you do want to try to get the most out of your position. So what you can do at that point is, let's assume Ethereum, of course, broke above your wick high here at 32.47. You can see that, yes, we had a bit of volatility, right? So Ethereum shot back up to around 32.57. So from 32.47 to 32.57 is about a $10 trade setup on Ethereum. That's still quite a bit of profit. Regardless of how you see it, that's still profit. You would take that profit, and then, of course, if the next trade setup, the wick high breaks again, you enter another long position. But what you're doing here is you're simply scalping the market. Every time it ends up breaking this wick high, you are riding the profits towards the upside. Regardless that we knew that Ethereum is overall 3,300, take profit, this whole time we are only looking for scalp positions towards the long. And the reason why we're doing this is because we don't have to worry about the flush opportunity. So here's another example. At 29.60, we saw a break of wick high. You enter a long position, right? Long position breaks above. What happens then as a psychological trader? A lot of traders are probably like, whoa, 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 whoa. Ethereum is breaking near too extreme. We're extremely overbought. Ethereum continues to push. What should I do? That's where the psychological point comes from. But for us, we're simply just looking for scalp positions. So of course, we ended up breaking above 30.56, long. We ended up breaking above 30.95, long. We ended up breaking above 31.57, long. We ended up breaking above 32.15, long. And I hope you guys are seeing what's happening here. You are just scalping the range as it pushes towards the upside. Because if the market comes back or sees a correction, you've already locked in your gains all the way here. The question, of course, becomes is, Pingu, why can't I just look for a long position, just hold it all the way towards the upside? You definitely can. Don't get me wrong. You definitely can. But the problem is, if you catch up near the top, and then, of course, the market decides to do a nuke, now not only are you going to get wrecked, but you also long the top, near the top of the formation. The issue with that is if the market doesn't come back and we see another drawdown period of maybe 2 or 3 months, you're going to hate your life. You're genuinely going to hate your life because you're going to be like, damn, I literally longed the top. That's why that conversation isn't happening, right? I would much rather you guys just continue looking for long positions in the scalp formation, mostly where we are in terms of Ethereum. And of course, guys, and that's what I mean, like psychologically, look at this, right? Just look at this from a current daily structure. We are not even close to all-time high on Ethereum. Understand that. Bitcoin is at an all-time high, but Ethereum is nowhere close to an all-time high. It is a very simple trade setup. These are very easy trades, very easy money. All you simply have to do is just keep playing these wick breaks for longs. Every time you see a long position, you enter a scalp break and you continue riding the profits. Set your stop losses higher and higher, of course, in terms of a daily structure. But right now, what I'm paying attention on Ethereum is this mark here at 33.60. If there's going to be a correction on Ethereum, it most likely will be here. Now, again, don't take this literal, okay? I don't want you guys to be like, okay, Pingu said we're going short. That's not what it means. What I mean is if there is going to be some sort of correction or some sort of pullback, it would be at 33.60. So it would be around here. If, of course, Ethereum ends up breaking above 33.60, then the next V-shaped formation top is at 35.50. You can see right here, quite a bit of confluence on the daily structure. That is the next zone opportunity. And I gave you guys an example of this on Bitcoin, right? A lot of you guys were like, oh, Pingu, Bitcoin this, Bitcoin overbought, Pingu, oh no, listen, I was there 4 years ago and I got liquidated on Bitcoin for the leverage trade near all-time high. And I explained this to you guys in the last live stream, and I'll explain this again for those of you that are new. Look at Bitcoin right now. It looks crazy, right? It looks absolutely crazy. But if you look at Bitcoin from the previous bull run when it actually broke above that market structure, look what happened to Bitcoin, okay? So same thing, it looked crazy here, right? So we broke above right here, all-time high around the 19.3 level. We broke above, and then it started to look crazy, right? We're like, oh, whoa, 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 we're overbought, we're this, we're that. But look what happened to Bitcoin from that point. It went from 19 all the way up to 41 before it saw a corrective move. That is the definition of crazy. I would not be surprised if Bitcoin ended up hitting 100,000 before a corrective move set. Because now look at Bitcoin, and again, this is the logic I want you guys to start learning. Look at Bitcoin on the structure, right? I explained this to you guys last time too. 73.7 was all-time high, right? So you can see, we saw this level being tested multiple times. The more times a level is tested, the higher chances of it actually breaking. What happened next? Bitcoin ended up breaking the 73.7 level, And then we never really came back to that zone. You can see if you missed the opportunity, this is the current candle that we are seeing that happened exactly 4 years ago, the same candle. This is previous price analysis happening again. Psychologically, a lot of traders, your grandma, your granny, whatever, are going to be hearing about Bitcoin soon. And what's that going to do? All that bullish pressure is going to come back into the market. All that buying pressure is going to come back into the market. It does not make sense for you to be shorting. This is the easiest money you are going to make in your life. And a perfect example of that right now is the chat. A ton of you guys are up a lot of money. It feels stupid. It feels stupid of how much money we are making. And that's what I told you guys a year and a half ago. I said there's going to be a time when Ethereum and Bitcoin and Doge and everything rallies and you're just not going to comprehend what the hell's going on. And this is what's happening right now live. So again, on my YouTube videos and again in Telegram, I said, look, if we end up breaking above 0.21, our first level on Doge is at 0.33. It has hit the profit level. It has hit the profit level exactly. But if you pay attention to right now what Doge is doing, you will notice a few things. If we end up breaking above these little 3 magical wicks, there is no more resistance on Doge until 0.45. Question. Now that Bitcoin is hitting all-time high, logically you have to think, right? Logically, if Bitcoin's hitting all-time high, Doge will most likely just keep rallying with Bitcoin and Ethereum. It is an outlier as of right now. With Elon pushing it, a lot of folks, and I explained this psychological to you guys last time too, people are going to look at Doge as an investment. They're going to see and say, hey, Doge was hitting at 72 cents in the last bull run. Now it's at 30 cents. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bitcoin's at 87,000. This is very simple math. I can buy this and maybe get a 2x position with size. A lot of people think like that, and that's how you have to start thinking as a leverage trader. If you have that much bullish pressure coming into the market, it makes total sense for you to be looking for long positions on Doge. Of course, there's going to be volatility with Doge, right? It's a meme coin. But at the end of the day, if you are doing 20x leverage on Doge, you are not understanding the concept of a bull run. You do not need to do high leverage on Doge when there's already volatility. You can simply just open a very nice 10x, 12x position and ride the wave with Doge every time it ends up breaking wick high. Doge is notorious for this. For example, earlier this morning, I said, look, pay attention to wick high break. The wick high ended up breaking right here. Doge ended up rising for profit. And it's the same thing. This is an emotional game with Doge. A lot of you guys are closing your positions a little too quickly. You will see maybe a $40, $50 increase. And because of Doge, you're like, whoa, I don't want to get drawdown. I'm going to lock the position. The reason why some people win more than others is because they don't have emotions when they trade. They will take that position. Mentally, they know that regardless of what happens, there is a level that is at play. So regardless of their position, they are going to ride the drawdown up or down. And that's what's happening on Doge. The reason why people are making so much money in the chat on Doge is because of the volatility aspect. Is when Doge ends up squeezing, it does not stop. It literally just keeps squeezing. So I hope you guys understand that. It will not stop. Doge doesn't give a shit about your feelings. It really doesn't. And an example of this was what happened in the previous bull run. You guys think I'm crazy. I'm not. Look what happened in the previous bull run. This was the same exact level play. Doge was trading at 6 cents for the longest time, right? This whole year. This was about 8 months right here of just nothing. Then what happened? 2021 came along and boom, Doge woke up. From 6 cents all the way, and it didn't stop. It just kept going into the highs of 41, then nuke, and then the highs of 72 cents. Guys, it is going to get crazy. There's going to be a lot of money to be made in this market. Right now, I'm seeing this live, right? We're live. Bitcoin is about to hit 88,000. Why the hell would you short Bitcoin? It makes no sense. Just ride the wave. If Bitcoin is squeezing, everything is going to squeeze. Now look at Ethereum. Same sort of trade setup, right? Same sort of trade setup. The next level, of course, on Ethereum is around 3,400. The line is there for you. If Bitcoin is trading at 88,000 and Ethereum isn't even close to all-time high, put it into perspective. This is free money. Free money in terms of scalps. Bitcoin starts to push, click the green button on Ethereum, ride the profit, close the profit, rinse and repeat on the wick highs. It is a very simple trade setup. It is very simple right now. When Ethereum hits all-time high, that's where things get a little bit harder because now we're in price discovery mode. And when you're in price discovery mode, it doesn't make sense. Right now on Bitcoin, for example, It doesn't make sense, right? We're on price discovery mode. In the past day, Bitcoin's up what? 78,000 down to 80, a $10,000 trade. When has that ever happened before? Never. Now Bitcoin is doing this every single day, $10,000 trades. Guys, if you get an entry on Bitcoin on the exponential moving average and it continues and you have no emotions, this is where the money is. This is where the money is. And again, I keep telling you, look, Ethereum is right there. Solana is right there. These are trade setups that have not yet broken all-time high, but with Bitcoin leading the way, it is very easy trade setups, very easy money to be made in the market. As long as you catch a proper entry and you're not over leveraged, you just have to click the green button and make some profits. It's very simple. If the market, of course, starts to reject, Bitcoin starts to move down, then you have to obviously adjust accordingly. But that's the beauty of scalping. Why the hell do we care if Bitcoin starts correcting? That's just more opportunities for us. Right? But again, I want to explain this in very simple terms, guys. Please do not over trade. I'm starting to notice some of you making way too much money, and I'm very happy for you. But there comes to a point where you're making so much money, you feel invincible. Have a goal in your head. I don't care what the goal is. Have a goal in your head. Look at your trading history. You will have an average of how much you make per week or per day. Take that average and tell yourself, no matter what, every day I'm going to try to make this. If I hit it for the day, then I'm done trading. I don't give a shit if Trump says that he's buying Bitcoin himself and it goes to 100,000. Don't care. Have a goal, keep the goal, and set your standards up for the rest of the bull run. We have literally a whole year of gains to be made. We are going to make so much money in this leverage market. I promise you, I'll hold your hand through the whole thing. It's okay if you miss a trade. It's okay if you miss an entry. Don't be that person that misses an entry and says, all right, I'm going to long now after the break happened. That's how you get burned. If you missed the entry, okay, cool. Sucks to suck. You missed the entry. You were busy with your life. That's fine. You missed the entry. There's other shit you can do while you are missing the entry. Go look at the chart. See what's happening. What am I missing? What am I not understanding? Go do that. It's okay. It's okay to miss trades, guys. And again, that's why some of you guys, you message me and say, hey, Pingu, I'm down. And I'm like, how are you down? Because the trade is in profit. And then I look at the trade and like the wick break will happen. And all of a sudden, the wick break, for example, oh, I definitely messed up there. The wick break will happen right here at 32.42, and then I'll see the entry, it'll be at 33.66, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, it's already moved $24 against you. Why are you long now? It doesn't make any sense. If you miss the wick break, then you are not trading. That's it. If you see Bitcoin running, then you are taking a risk of entering here. Yes, technically speaking, Bitcoin just hit 88,000. Technically speaking, Ethereum will run, right? Because Bitcoin's running, Ethereum will also run. But that's what I'm saying is if you miss the wick break, then just sit on your hands and be patient. If you really want to trade, then lower your leverage and enter a long position on Ethereum. But scalp the range. Don't think like, okay, Pingu said 3,500, so we're going to 3,500. That's not the point of my targets and levels, guys. I give you guys these targets and levels, so in the back of your head, you know that at some point within the next week or 2 weeks or whatever, it's going to hit that target. I have never been wrong about my targets. I give you guys Doge 0.33 at 21 cents before anyone else on YouTube even mentioned it. Because that's just how I trade. I give you guys the overall target and I expect you guys to scalp the whole way till the target hits. Once the target hits, I don't want to hear, okay, Pingu, what's the next target? No, stop. You're over trading. Just go about your day and do something else. Stop bothering me about dumb trades when I don't want to do it. And I keep telling you guys this. I'm one person. And I'm doing all of this for you guys at the end of the day because I want you to be successful. But if I say don't overtrade and then you overtrade and then you come to me and say, Pingu, I lost money, I cannot help you. If I don't give you a Shiba trade, I better not see you in a Shiba trade. If I don't give you any trade, like if I don't give you a Cardano trade and you're underwater, I better not see Pingu, I'm underwater on Cardano. Where the hell did I message Cardano? When did I mention Cardano? And that's what I'm trying to say to you guys. Like, look. The main chat, just follow the main chat and you'll make money. Like the Telegram chat, just follow that chat. Watch my videos. I give you guys the levels. For Doge, I have not been wrong this whole time. I have not been wrong. Not even to the point where the 20 exponential moving average, I wasn't wrong about that short either. And I said, look, most likely Doge ends up hitting the 20 EMA before we bounce. I wasn't wrong about that. But guys, like just follow the chat. Like it's super simple. Right now on Doge, if I was looking for a trade setup, today, this morning, was a trade. Wick high break, long. And now to the point you guys don't even need me anymore. Some of you are just doing it yourself. But look, wick high broke, we long. How do I know that Doge is going to continue? Well, all I would do is I'll scroll up and look at Bitcoin. Huh. Okay. Bitcoin's rallying. Oh, Doge is near a wick break and Bitcoin continues squeezing. What's most likely going to happen? Is Bitcoin going to continue squeezing and all of a sudden Doge is going to flash crash? No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. If Bitcoin is squeezing, then your wick high, as it breaks, you are riding the profit. So let's assume Doge broke the wick high, but now Bitcoin is still squeezing. What would I do? I would just simply open up the Bitcoin chart and watch Bitcoin. Oh shit, Bitcoin's at 88,000. Doge is most likely going to squeeze too. The question, of course, becomes is how much profit? When do I know when to close? Whatever. That is up to you. I'm not a signal provider. I can sit here and be like, okay, guys, go long here, sell here, stop loss here. Who the hell is going to learn like that? Not me. I get shit all from that. So when I say how much is enough for you, the conversation to yourself should be, okay, someone out there is struggling to make $20 a day. Maybe you work, maybe you have a full-time job, and maybe you make $300 a week. And now all of a sudden you're doing that $500 a day. Is that not enough for you? I understand the money concept and, it's never enough. I understand that. Everyone's different. Everyone psychologically is different. But when I tell you, if I see you up 10%, 5%, 7%, and you're not locking in those gains on the free money trade I just gave you, it makes no sense to me. Because at that point, you are being greedy. I don't care if Joe Schmo in the chat made $40,000 off the same trade and you only made $2,000. I don't want to hear that. Because you making $2,000 was me giving you that $2,000 for free, and now you have $2,000 more to make your life easier. Stop trying to compare yourself with other people. I don't care. Compare yourself to yourself. As a psychological trader, you are your own opponent. You are the problem. You are. And you will learn that as the cycle continues, because the longer you do this, the more you understand how and why I'm saying this. And I'm sure some of you that are veterans listening to this, you understand exactly what I'm trying to tell you. It takes time. It's a zero-sum game. But the benefit for all 100 of you watching is the fact that I am sitting here spoon-feeding you the whole damn setup and telling you exactly what to do. All you have to do is play the psychological game with yourself. If you are closing too early, you need to fix that. If you are panic closing your trades on the smallest drawdown, and I know some of you do it, because I'll send a Doge trade and I'll be like, hey guys, look at Bitcoin, by the way. Like, this is crazy. Bitcoin's at 88,400. Ethereum is going to end up squeezing. Ethereum is starting to move. Ethereum is starting to move, guys. So yeah, so just watch Ethereum as it rallies. Look, I'm doing this live with you, okay? So now Bitcoin is rallying. What is that? Ew. Siri's talking. Hold on one sec. But yeah, shut up. All right. So yes, anyways, back to this. So if that's happening, at the end of the day, you need to sit down with yourself and say, okay, why am I being emotional? Why am I being emotional to the point where if Bitcoin is rallying and now my Doge trade dropped by 0.001, why am I spamming Penguin saying, oh my God, I'm down in the water, what do I do? No, there's nothing to do. You are either over leveraged or you are not understanding the concept of a wick break. This is happening live, by the way. Ethereum squeeze right now. This is a free long position for a squeeze. We started at 33.58 while I was talking. Right now, Ethereum is up $8 from your trade setup. That's $8. Yes, I understand. It's not a big deal. $8 Ethereum, great. Who cares? But the question is, it's free money. Bitcoin is rallying at 88,400. You don't think Ethereum is going to move here too? Most likely it will, right? But the question becomes is how much is enough? Yes, we are extremely overbought. Yes, we are testing a wick high of resistance. But the question, of course, again becomes, if Bitcoin is rallying, what are we doing? We are scalping the market. We are taking the free money that's being offered to us. After that, you are done. If you are up 10,000, 4,000, 1,500 bucks for the day, I don't care. You are done. Tomorrow is another day of making money. Guys, I think for the past 3 weeks, we have not missed. For the past 3 weeks, I've been sitting here giving you every single trade setup, every single video, and telling you, this is it, this is it. And I'm holding your hand and telling you this. And at the end of the day, somehow some of you guys are still ending up losing money. It's a game with yourself. It is a game with yourself. It's a psychological game. And understand what you are doing, why you are making the mistakes, and fix them. Because this market is going to be unforgiving as shit. If you get caught out on a bad position, I cannot help you because, again, it is near all-time high. If Ethereum ends up breaking all-time high, it's a completely different conversation. It's not even going to be close to a conversation. I don't know what to tell you at that point because, again, Ethereum is on market discovery mode. What do you do when market is discovering? We don't know when the pullback is going to happen. We don't know when the market is going to correct. We don't even know if it's going to continue going up. That is the problem with price discovery. But the beauty of price discovery is every time it breaks wick high, you enter a long position and you ride the wave towards the upside. Yes, there's going to be volatility. No shit. Bitcoin's at 88,300. You think it's just going to be as soon as you buy, it goes in the green? If you think like that, you're going to end up losing. That's not how trading works. Very rarely have we ever entered a trade and it's been profit immediately. But guess what? It will end up hitting profit. It will end up hitting profit. Sooner or later, it ends up hitting profit. And that's my point. Please, guys, scalp the market. Don't be greedy. Just scalp the market. Take what you get and call it a damn day. Just if you are up, and you're done. I hope that makes sense. So, I'm just going to quickly read. Yeah, so, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Nothing. I haven't missed much. Yes, if you're getting liquidated, guys, on Doge, you guys really need to sit back and ask yourself why. If Doge is liquidating you, mostly when it's going up to an extreme level here, like Doge is at an extreme level. Yes, at 0.33 is our main target and a hit. If Doge is at an extreme level like this and you are still leveraging in between this zone, it becomes very, very, very risky because now you are literally long here. And again, the market's not wrong. It's not the market's fault you're losing because the market is still pushing up. Like, look, all these candles are green. The problem is you can't survive the wicks. You're not surviving the wicks. And the wicks is why you are over leveraged. Lower your damn leverage on Doge. Lower it. I don't care. Lower it. You don't need to have 20x leverage on Doge. Some of you do, but again, I'm not talking to those who are very profitable. I'm not talking to you. I'm directing the conversation to those of you that are not profitable or those of you that are profitable, but you're not profitable to the point where you know you can be. That's the conversation. Lower your leverage, patience, wait for the break, enter on the break, close the trade. If you miss the trade, you are done. You are not trading. I don't care how good it looks. You are not trading because if the market pulls back, you are getting absolutely wrecked. There's going to be volatility. Bitcoin is at $88,000. There's going to be volatility, folks. It's going to happen. We might see a flash crash of $10,000 and it's going to happen. I promise you. Bitcoin is going to flash crash $10,000 sooner or later. It's happened every single bull market. As you wake up one day, you're down 10,000, everyone got liquidated. And then before anyone starts saying about funding rates or whatever, I don't want to talk about it. I don't care. Some of you guys message me and say, oh, but Pingu, why are you long? The funding rates are so bad. What happens if there's a flush? I don't care about funding rates. If you're a funding rate trader, you're going to end up losing this bull market because guess what? The market doesn't care. It does not care about funding rates. It does not. If Bitcoin gave a shit about funding rates, you think that we would be up from 76,000 to 88,000 in 1 day or 2 days and a day and a half? It doesn't give a shit. And that's why. It's because everyone keeps trying to short Bitcoin and it's just fueling it. It's fueling it. But there will be a time where it starts to stabilize. And remember that candle on Ethereum where it went up $600 in a day? It's going to happen. And I promise you it's going to happen. Try to end up scalping for those profits. Take your damn profits. I told you guys today, for the first time in a very long time, I sat there and I said, look, close your trades, lock in your profits on Telegram. Right? I said that after a very long time is because the way Ethereum was moving at 3,300, it shot up $60 immediately after. I didn't like that. Me personally, I was like, this is too volatile for me. We're taking the trade close. And I'm glad I did that because then immediately after Ethereum wicked down to 31.45 and then came back up. That was a $100 trade within 4 hours of both for longs and shorts. And we got the top. Yes, but yes, it did break the top again right now, right? It broke the top again. Great, cool. Did we miss anything? No. We didn't miss anything, right? We broke at 31.45. Is at 3,300. Cool. That was a buying opportunity. If you really wanted to trade that, it's still above the exponential moving averages. It's a buying opportunity. That's really it, guys. That's really it. I know, like, I keep repeating myself, whatever. It's at the end of the day, I just want to drill it into everyone's head. Every time you see profit on the board, could be like, whatever amount it is. Just remember my words. Remember me screaming at you and saying, take your damn profits. Because again, the market is very unforgiving. If you get caught out on a trade, mostly here, it's going to get bad. We are in a scalp market. Take what you can get and close the damn trade. I don't care. I don't care how much money you need for your... And here's another psychological conversation just really quick before we end off the live stream. First off, thank you guys so much for coming. Secondly, a quick psychological note. If you have a goal in mind, right? And again, I've heard everyone's goals, okay? You want to buy a house, you want to buy a car, You want to pay your tuition. I don't care what your goal is. Keep that goal to yourself. And what I mean by that is, number one, stop telling yourself, okay, if I hit another $5,000, I'm at my goal. Because guess what? You're going to get liquidated. Because you're going to be fighting for that last 5,000, 8,000, 10,000, whatever amount is. You're going to be fighting for that the whole time. And you're going to be an emotional trader. Because every time the trade goes against you, you're going to be like, damn, now I'm 6,000 away. Now I'm 7,000 away. And then you're going to start panicking. I don't care. Stop thinking like that. If you have a goal, keep it to yourself. Don't talk about it. Don't even think about it. Just focus on trading. And if you hit your goal one day and you're saying, oh, damn, I'm at my goal, then close the trade, withdraw, and call it a day. You are done. You made it. Okay, everyone has a different goal in life. Okay, everyone. But again, there's no reason why you should think only mentally, if I don't hit my trade by December something, I'm going to lose everything. Yeah, you are going to lose everything. You're probably going to lose it overnight if you start thinking like that. We have a whole year to make money, a whole year to make money. And we're going to make money. We are making money. It's not even that we're not. We are making a lot of money. But we have 1 year to do this. Just relax. It's okay if you miss a trade. Relax. Understand? Okay. Last but not least, guys, last point of note. Blowfin, link in bio, sign up because the whale game is starting in 19 hours. In 19 hours, we are going up against every single person on the exchange, all 46,000 people, and we are going to be a team. There is a team of Pingu on the exchange, and we are all trading together. What that means is any profit you make on your account is counting towards the leaderboard. Any profit. So it doesn't matter if you're a whale, it doesn't matter if you're whatever. Any profit is being used on the leaderboard. There is $1 million up for grabs. $1 million up for grabs. If I were to put into perspective of just the whale profit in the past week, it's around $300,000. Just the whales. That's excluding all 1,800 of you otherwise. Guys, we can easily take the prize pool. We can easily take it. Right now, there's 131 of you that have registered automatically. If you have not registered, check the Telegram. Open the link in the bio. I will send the Telegram message right here again. For those of you that are new, everything I do is free and everything is going to stay free. Here is my Telegram channel. Make sure to join it. I'm going to leave you guys with this note now. Thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you guys for the Doge video later tonight. 0.33 has hit. I think it's time we sit back and chill now. I would not long at 0.33. Ethereum 3365 has hit. I would not long at this point either. Let Bitcoin do its thing. If Bitcoin continues to rally, Ethereum continues to rally, then maybe we can look at Doge again. But guys, just chill. Like, some of you guys are way too much right now. Like, Pingu this, Pingu that, Pingu this. Like, guys, relax. Relax. You have made enough money in the past week that most people would only dream of. Just take a breather, go outside, do something with your life, and just chill. I don't need to spam the chat with trades. Some of you guys are like messaging me like, Pingu, what's the next trade? You don't need to next trade. If you really feel like trading, then open a long position on any of these pairs I mentioned on low leverage and call it a day. If you really feel something, if you really want to feel something, okay? Otherwise, just relax. No reason to get panicky. All right, guys. Anyways, love you. Thank you so much for coming. All 100 of you watching. I appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys later tonight. And yeah, go from there. All right, peace out. Trade safe, low leverage, no emotions. Take your profits. Peace out.